Do I need to lower it or no? I don't know. All right, we're going with it. Hi everyone, welcome to Craft Addict K. I'm Carla.
I'm Sam.
And I am so excited that Samantha's with us today because that means her stitchy bug got rejuvenated. And this is my birthday / StitchCon celebration video. So I was the birthday girl that was at StitchCon weekend day, and my sister went above and beyond, and my friend Cindy above and beyond, and Samantha above and beyond to make sure that I celebrated my 50th birthday in style. It did happen while at StitchCon.
Friday.
On Friday, actually, of StitchCon. So I joined the 50 Club. I am now eligible for AARP, as I have been told. When I came home from StitchCon, my office was filled with black balloons and black streamers. So they said I wasn't going to get away of not celebrating my birthday. So today's video is going to be kind of a conglomeration. Yeah, one of those fancy 10-cent words, or maybe it's a quarter this time. It's going to be about my week at Cincinnati with Samantha on our trip. And it's not, we do have some video, not a lot of video. I suggest if you want to see really what StitchCon is and what's happening there, is just do a search in your YouTube feed for StitchCon. You will find all kinds of videos. I wanted to include this, our experience, not so much for everybody that was there because it was a wonderful experience and all of us are saying the same things. But next year, when new people are getting ready and getting excited about being accepted into StitchCon, I know that they're going to look at videos and want to know what to expect. So I'm going to try and give you a picture of what my experience and what Samantha's experience was like. And this is Poppy, Samantha's
separation anxiety filled dog.
Yes, separation anxiety filled dog. He has to be with Samantha or he whines. So Poppy is a Chihuahua.
He's old.
He is old,
but he's cute.
He is Samantha's buddy. Okay, so anyways, so let's start. Okay, Samantha.
Yes.
We got up like we always do. My sister and our friend Cindy came over and spent the night Friday night before the weekend before StitchCon. Before we left. We left Saturday morning,
the weekend before
4th or 5th, whatever day that was.
Yeah.
And we were planning a week at Cincinnati.
This is our vacation.
Yes.
It wasn't just StitchCon, it was vacation.
It was vacation. We combined. So there was a lot of stuff because of it being both my sister's 48th birthday and my 50th birthday. There were a lot of things that came with her from my mom. This sign she made for my birthday. It says, happiness, money can't buy happiness, but it can buy craft supplies, and that's pretty close. So we decided to hang that up here. We are filming in a new location. Rachel, God bless you. Rachel, my middle daughter, has moved back to West Virginia. So that
we have taken over her room yet again. Was that number 3? Probably.
Yeah, we did. We took over her room. Mainly because I wanted a place that we could do videos. I can take pictures and finish some stuff. I even put out all my my stuff that needs fully finished, which is a takeaway from StitchCon, is how much was on the brag tables that were actually fully finished, and seeing the exchanges, the small things, and the great and interesting ways that people were finishing things. It really rejuvenated my I want to finish something and quit hanging it in the closet. So
said this in the other somewhere else too. I it. I get it. Now you took that one. Tape. That's cool.
I'm on a mission. I pulled everything out of the closet. It's actually hanging behind the door over there. So it's made it out of the closet over to the door, but I am on a mission to, after this video and over the next couple months, to start really finishing some things and getting it on the wall and getting it displayed in my house. So
It's gonna be a whole lot of stuff.
it's gonna be a whole lot of stuff, but that was one of my takeaways from StitchCon. The other takeaway Samantha and I had from StitchCon is COVID.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we're just gonna put it out there. We tested Monday after we got back from
I did
StitchCon.
Tuesday.
Yeah, and realized that we somewhere on our journeys was exposed to COVID and now had tested positive. I know better. Had masks, didn't wear them. Knew better. I'm a
300
nurse.
people in one room.
Should have worn my mask.
Should have.
I gotta say, it's interesting to me, and I'm sharing this with all of you because I don't know what next year is gonna bring. There were two people in the table next to us that wore a mask, and I'm in contact with them. They wore masks, and they did not test positive. They've not had any symptoms. They have been perfectly fine and healthy. People on tables all around them have been testing positive, and there's a lot of different platforms that I'm on that people were texting that's telling me, hey, just want you to know, I know we talked and you should know this. So I just am gonna put it out there. When I was in the military, we had NBC training, nuclear biological chemical training. They give you a gas mask, and that's part of your equipment. And I will never forget when you get your gas mask and you're in basic training and they take you through the gas chamber. Look it up. There's videos out there. It is miserable. You're in the chamber. They release the gas. It's like a tear gas. I don't think it's going to hurt anybody. But it does make you pretty stinking miserable. They have you break your seal on your mask so that you then breathe in these fumes, run snot out your face and your eyes run like every orifice, and you come out puking and gagging, and it's miserable. That is so you instill faith in your equipment. So, and that's always stuck with me, because anytime we would go on deployment or we would be out in a training, I always knew I had faith in my gas mask because I got actual hands-on training to see in the proof that when you wear it properly, it works. Well, I think that this situation has reinforced or shown me again that the masks, can work. If it's worn properly, it can work to protect you from COVID. Not saying it's foolproof, I'm not saying it's 100%, but I am saying that 2 people in that room did not have COVID that wore their mask, that I personally know. So, take that with a grain of salt.
Man,
Samantha.
gas mask and stitching, how do those go together?
Well, you never know what you're going to get when you come to Craft Out of K.
Anyways.
So, my sister got me this quirky little hat, and I did wear it. In some videos I've seen, 300 people saying me happy birthday. It was amazing. How do you feel? Like,
I was surprised.
surprised, overwhelmed?
There's a lot of people. I'm surprised it wasn't like, it didn't just mesh. Like everybody's over starting at a wrong spot, It all sounded like happy birthday.
Oh, the song, the singing, yes, they were very much in tune, and it's comical. My friend took pictures, and I was like, and she said every picture she took, it looked like I was doing the YMCA, and she, in fact, was true. I did look like I was doing the YMCA, but I was in a room of 300 people, and I was trying. Oops, sorry, Poppy. I was trying to send out hugs in love because I was feeling all of it, and I just couldn't hug 300 people. I was sending hugs, but in still motion, it looks like I was doing the YMCA, or maybe orchestrating, and everybody I just can't say enough about, being fortunate enough to have my birthday during the event, and I teased Barb that that's why she had it that weekend, but I know it's not, but, I told her it was truly a special thing for me personally. We went to our first StitchCon in 2019.
2018.
Was it 2018?
Yeah, that's what my bag said.
Oh, I thought it was 2019. Are you sure?
Yeah. Check your bag. I don't know, but it says 2018. Pretty sure.
Well, when we went, we were not floss tubers at the time. And the premise of StitchCon is bringing floss tubers and people that watch floss tube together. And I gotta say, so I can compare the two. So the first time we went as non-floss tubers, I was fangirling all over the place. So much. Second time going in as a floss tuber, I was still fangirling because there were still people I was watching, but I also realized that there's a lot of them out there that I hadn't seen yet. So I'm really excited. I've already, subscribed to some of their channels. I'm going to share this with you. But I'm really excited that I got to meet them, sit with them, talk with them. I wouldn't trade it for the world. And it was a nice experience for me. I don't know about for Samantha. Bless you.
Thanks.
Dustin.
I liked it. It was a good experience. It was a lot of, oh gosh, it was a lot of people though.
It was a lot of people.
And then
it was very loud. It was very loud.
Waiting line to get in there was overwhelming, but
it was a lot. It was a lot. And if you're very introverted, it's a lot, but it's manageable. So I don't want to deter anybody from going to StitchCon. If you have the opportunity, absolutely go to StitchCon. Samantha, when we were waiting in line, I could tell she was getting a little overwhelmed. So I said, "Hey, you want to go out to the car and get something out of the car?"
That was a mission.
What?
That was a mission.
So, can you slide this way a little bit? I think you're getting off screen. So Samantha comes back and she said, Mom, 2 people recognized me. And it was Milka from Mega Stitches. And who else did you see in the parking lot? Colleen from Grace.
She was waving me down at the parking lot. Like, she parked like 2 cars down from us.
So that was something different for us to experience. And as you know, I'm one of the admins in the No New Starts group this year. And I'm the primary admin for the travel event. And I have other admins that assist me. But it's really fun to go to events like this and be able to meet other travelers. So we did meet some fellow travelers on this journey, and we took some pictures, and it was wonderful to meet them and sit with them and talk with them about their whips and things I've been seeing in their posts on the different events that I've been running. It's just, just to see it in person. You see pictures, but to see it in person and to meet them in person, that I think was my favorite part of the whole event. Well, there's a lot of favorite parts, but that was up there at the top because it was so much fun. We, my sister got these little vans, travel vans, and we colored them. My friend Cindy colored them in the hotel, and we took scrapbook paper and had it on the top, and it says No New Starts Traveler Sits Here. So I put a post up and said, if you're in the No New Starts, come see me. I have something for you. So they came to where I was at, and I think we were at table 17, I think it was table 17. But they came and I gave them this so they could sit this in where they were sitting at their table. So at the end of the day, when everybody left, I could walk around and I could see where the travelers were sitting, so that I could make sure that I went and touched bases with them the next day when they were there. Sometimes one girl I looked for, I was like, I know she introduced herself to me on Thursday, and it was a whirlwind Thursday. And all day Friday, I looked and could not find her. Saturday, finally, Friday night, I saw her tag, but she wasn't there. So Saturday, I finally linked up with her. It was a lot of fun. We did some pictures. And as I'm talking about things, if I have pictures, I'm just going to insert them. So
yeah, because Mom's the editor now.
I'm the editor, taking over editing responsibilities. So this was really a cool thing. And I have some left, so I'm going to take them to other retreats that I go on and give them to a few other travelers until I run out. Let's see. Okay, so we got to the hotel Saturday before StitchCon. Sunday, we went to Tri-State Antique Show. Right? The antique show. It was outside. Hello, boys. Hey, stop it.
Quit.
Apparently Poppy and Pongo decide they don't like each other today. So we went to this antique show. We went all around. Did you have your thing you got? You should get that. Okay. While Samantha goes to get that. I was on a mission. I was looking for things that I could finish stuff with. And I did get 2 things to finish. I got this trivet. Words are hard. So I got this trivet. It was, I think I paid $1 really. But it's a little teapot or a coffee pot, and we have some small teas, little kettle. So I think I can finish a tea thing to put on top of here, because I have a small project in mind. The other thing that I got, I should have
about 40 of these.
No, I haven't gotten there yet. The other thing that I got at one of the places was this trivet. Words are hard. So I'm sure you can see this, but let me help you out. There's the trivet, and it has an eagle on it, and I know that there is some smaller patterns that has an eagle that I think if I do it on a small scale, I can fit in here, or a flag, or something more patriotic. But I thought it was unusual, so I went ahead and got it. It needs cleaned up. It's an antique. It needs cleaned up. I may spray paint it black again. You know, I don't know. I might leave it rusty looking. I don't know. But when the piece comes and talks to me, I will know. The other thing that I was picking up, and I'm just going to set these down here on the floor. The other thing that I was picking up as I was traveling around this antique show was frogs.
A lot of them. A lot of frogs.
I got a lot of frogs.
So many frogs.
I have such a hard time finding frogs, and it's not that I need all these frogs, but I know that they're hard to come by for a lot of people. So I was specifically looking for frogs, mainly if I could get them for the right price, so that I could use as prizes in not only in our channel as giveaways. Potentially, the person that wins it would have to find the bowl to set it in.
Some of them.
Some of them. Some of them were like this. This has, I don't know if you can see, it's got 3 little nubbies on the bottom of it.
Which means I can like stand up.
So it stands on its own. And what you use this for is, I can't get that out.
Poor planning on your part, right?
Poor planning on my part. But to give you an example, what you use a frog for, most of you would know. Ow.
You shove your scissors in it.
Yeah.
Or pens.
Pens, scissors, anything really. Of course I don't have anything right here handy.
Nope.
You would think, oh, here, Grace Notes Fabrics gave me a pen. Way to go, Grace Notes. But, so it holds it. So this one sits, it's thicker. This one's thinner. You'd have to put this one on a bowl of some sort. And I got a bunch of these. I think every place I went to that I saw them, I bought them out.
There was a lady who had like 13 of them, and Mom said she wanted them, and she's like, how many do you want? She's like, oh, I want all of them.
Yep.
And guess who was carrying them? It was me. Yeah.
They are heavy, and they are going to be an interesting way to ship. Some of them are plastic, some of them are glass, but I'm going to run them through like the dishwasher just to really clean them well, and then there'll be giveaways. So that was what I got at the
Flea market.
flea market, and I have a whole box of them.
Did you get other stuff in there too, or just the?
Just those things. I mean, I got a whole box of those frogs, but yeah. And what'd you get?
I got an umbrella. Technically, I looked up what it was and cleaned it out. And it's apparently an ashtray. I didn't know it was an ashtray. I just figured it was like one of those things that somebody turned into an ashtray, because whenever I got it, there was ash in it. So I cleaned it out real good. And I saw it, and I thought it'd be a nice little decorative thing. And I've been putting like coins and stuff in it. Since, you know, I'm a waitress, I gotta have all my coins ready, and sometimes my little coin pouch gets full, so it's like, whenever I come home from shopping or something, just toss them in there, so whenever, you know, fill it up again. Or I can put my keys in there, but my keys are a little bit bulky, but it's okay. Mostly coins.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing. Samantha is very frugal.
I'm a cheapskate.
I wouldn't say cheapskate. She's very frugal with her money. So we had walked all over this place, and I asked her, isn't there anything that's kind of caught your attention? And, oh, well, one thing. Okay, what was that? An umbrella. Do you remember where it was? How much? It was $2. I'm like, just go get it. Well, I don't know. I said, let's go. So we went, and it was still there, so it was meant to be. We walked all the way back to the place, and she got it for $2. But doesn't it remind you like of a Mary Poppins umbrella?
And it's like cast iron.
It is
like
very heavy.
Hefty.
Yeah, it is hefty. But I thought it was pretty cool.
Cleaned it out.
I thought it was pretty cool. She was pretty enamored with it. Oh, I did get another thing. So I have a bell for finishes.
You got 2 bells.
I got 2 bells. I only brought one because this was there, and I was like, I need the bell. And Cindy's like, you don't need the bell. I'm like, I need the bell. You gotta have the bell. And I have a bell that you tap the top like a school bell. It's kind of like Pam and Steph's bell. But I like this bell. So, and the reason why I like this bell is because I can put it in the cart beside me, and I can always find it. It doesn't get buried. So when somebody has a finish on Zoom, I got you covered. So
I got you covered.
this is the bell, and you can see, I mean, it's tall. If to give you a kind of a perspective with my hand, it is tall, and it's got a nice ring.
And
I
she
love
was
it.
pretty annoying with it
I was.
at the flea market, just ringing it while you're walking. You know?
I was.
No, that was different. Okay.
Okay, so then I don't know. That was Sunday. Monday we went to Keepsakes, and we did some shopping at Keepsakes. Do you want to show your shopping, or do we want to do that towards the end?
Whatever you choose.
I can do either one.
I can do the one too.
Oh well, then that's great.
See, that was how the whole vacation went. Nobody wanted to make a decision. You asked a question, it was either dead silent or everybody was like, whatever you want, it's fine. Decisions were hard this vacation.
Decisions were hard this vacation. So, my sister, being the wonderful person that she is, by the way, here's our label that we got for StitchCon, and if you haven't seen it, all the different stickers. They also had a hold room this year where if you didn't want to wait in line, you could give your things to the person and they would put a number on it that was specific to your number, and you could go back and pay for it when the line was down. If you wanted to get something specific from Keepsakes, they had a personal shopper that would get it for you and bring it back and put it in the hold room for you to pick up later. So that was kind of cool. I just kept that all in there. And stickers were a thing this year. So we did get the StitchCon, the Keepsakes shop sticker. And the reason why I'm showing this as well is because every time I watch somebody's video from StitchCon, I saw something different. Here's the StitchCon logo. And I was there, and I was seeing different things that were different. Here's the little Stitchy bus, another little StitchCon, and 310, which is the name of the cat at Keepsakes, which is an all-black cat. We did see her Monday, but they did tell us that during StitchCon they kind of take her someplace else because, you know, there's too many people. You know, it would really stress out poor 310. So, all right. So that is what I got, or what I had when we checked in, along with the bag, which is buried over here. I'll show you when we get to it, unless you have yours handy. The StitchCon bag in the book. Okay.
I brought projects, and that's about it.
Well, while we were there, Friday was my birthday. So on Friday, my sister showered me with cards.
All day.
And when I say cards, I mean all day. Every time I sat down, there were cards. And lots and lots of cards. So these are just probably some of them. I'm sure I have more. I know I had some at work waiting for me. These are people I worked with, family, friends, aunts, uncles, other stitchers that knew me, that she was able to reach out to do what is called a card shower. Never had that before. So some of them had gift cards in it. Some of them were well wishes for my birthday. Some of them had a little bit of cash, you know, from my dad and my mom and stuff had and my nieces sent some cash. And the idea was that whatever came in the cards, I had to spend while I was there. It was birthday money to be spent while you were at StitchCon. So these beautiful cards, I will be, you know, at some point, not today, but at some point repurposing, I'm sure, because to me they're more memorable. And I love the cards that I did from my Christmas cards for my floss drops, because when I pull them out, I still remember what that card looked like and who it came from. I know it's weird, but that's just me. So it's fun to do, and not that I need floss drops right now, but you know, it is.
I mean,
fun.
we got a whole bunch of Stitch.
We did,
We
and
left, like,
I
a
will
whole-
show you my plans for that.
A
So
whole bag, like a whole separate, whatever the StitchCon bag that we got whenever we got there, I left and it was full of like stuff from other people.
I'm kind of working down through birthday stuff. So my sister, she gave me this, and it was just kind of a fun thing, but she had ordered back in my day. I was born, 50 years, how actual old I was thanks for that.
Took a lot of seconds.
There's a whole lot of numbers there. Back in 1972, what was popular in movies and the news. So I did share this with a couple other 50-year-olds that came and told me that their birthdays were this year as well. So I shared this with them. Our table, the idea where we were going to set it out on the table, but it was too crowded on our table with all the stuff. So I still have these. I don't know. She may be 50 and we might need to repurpose them. Or, no, I guess it won't work for her because she's 1974. Anyways. So I know this is discombobulated and not like our typical.
We have no order right now.
There is no order. We didn't pre-plan. We wanted to go.
Threw it together and said, we're going to do a video.
Look at Samantha crocheted this for me this week. And it's a little gnome and she sits up. She stands up. But how cute is that? She crocheted that for me. Crocheted it, stuffed it for me. So that sits, keeps me company in my stitchy spot.
She got a kit, and I think Rachel called me and asked if she got it, would I make it? And I was like, yeah. So I finally made it.
I have my Grace Notes fabric shirt on. I ordered one for both of us.
Got my Girls Trip 2022.
So it was. So some of these things I'm showing you is birthday. Some of these things I'm going to be showing you is from what we got in StitchCon. This is birthday for my sister. It's a change pouch, and you can put your ID in it. Little wallet keepsake thing, but it says "Love a Nurse," which is cool. Actually got a perfect idea for that. I got at Keepsakes, I did buy some needles. I've not tried Peacemakers, and so I wanted to try those. I did get some Tapestry Petites of John James. Not typically a fan of John James because my hands, there's something in my hands in John James. They don't last me very long. They get kind of icky feeling. I don't know how to describe it. And I did get some Bowen needles, size 28. I typically use 26 because it seems to be in the happy medium, but I did get some 28s as well because I like to have 28, 26, and 24. 26 is usually my go-to though. Guess where those are going? A nurse needs needles. Perfect spot. So, I also got from Bernie and Lisa. They, when they found out it was my birthday, they gave me a red gift box, and in it was a piece of needlepoint silk, red. Also, a needle minder that has, look, it's like a little hoop and with little X's on it. And I believe there was a pack of Peacemakers in that as well. And this is a size 26 Peacemakers. So thank you very much for that. And it was in a red box, but unfortunately the red box I had to collapse because it wouldn't make the trip. We were packed tight. Oh, is there a couple more? So I must have gotten some more. What's that? Oh, here's some 26 and more 28 bones. So
the car was very much so full. Yeah.
Very much full. My friend Lisa was involved in a little thing my sister was doing. Lisa from Paddock Lane Designs, also known as Shady Tree Stitchers on YouTube. She is from Australia and she's close to her 1,000. She's really trying hard to get to her 1,000 subscribers. She sent me a book with all the awesome stuff, and it's a notebook, so you know, notebooks always come in handy in my world. And she also sent Bushfire Moon Gloss. Look how pretty that is in that variegation. Love that. So I'm really excited to try this. It's a cotton, hand dyed in Australia, but it's pretty. That is a really pretty color.
Oh, man. You forgot the pin.
Yeah, that's okay.
She also had a birthday girl pin.
Yeah, I had a birthday girl pin on. So Lisa sent this as well as a piece of fabric that my sister stitched on that was sent around the room, and I'll insert a picture of it here. She has it, and she's gonna get it finished, fully finished, as part of my birthday, but it went around the room and everybody signed it. Not all 300 people got the opportunity because she needed to get it back, but it did get a lot of people to sign it, which was really cool.
And it looks like a camper.
It does. It kind of looks like a camper. So with me being in this travel event, I thought that was really cool. And I did thank Lisa and thank everybody that took the time to sign that. That was really neat. The other thing that she did, my sister, her name's Sherry. She is new to cross stitch. Started this past year. So very new. Learning the lingo, learning all the things.
From quilter to stitcher.
From quilter to stitcher. Well said. She had a 50th birthday guest book, and everybody signed it with their who they were, and they gave me their thoughts, and this was fun reading through this, and how much they had fun, just meeting with me or celebrating my birthday, and very thoughtful to take the time away from their stitching and what they were doing to sign this and leave me a message for me to have that memory whenever I, move forward in life. So that was really cool idea. We also, because you can't have a party without party favors, and this
Party
is
of
another,
300 people.
right? This is another thing I had no idea was happening.
Until it was happening.
Until it was happening. I had no idea my sister did this. And she said she was very reined in because she really didn't know, and she didn't, I didn't want it to become about me at StitchCon because it really wasn't about me, but I wanted to be inclusive with everyone. So that was kind of my thought process, is I just wanted to be able to sit and stitch and meet with people that, like stitching like I do. And she made these tins up. So it's like an Altoid tin. She puts different stickers, but they all relate to the 50th birthday. So she hands me a box and has boxes on a cart. And how did I not know that? Like somebody said, how did you not know? You rode with her. Yeah. She had it shipped to the hotel. I had no idea. I had no clue at all. She had boxes of things already shipped to the hotel waiting for us to arrive. I had no idea it was there. She went and got it while we were at StitchCon and brought it over on a cart, all these boxes with all of these in it that I had to go around and pass out party favors to everybody that was there.
Came to your party.
We had some extras, and I was really concerned that I missed the table, so I did make an announcement. If I missed anyone, to please let me know. So if you missed my announcement and missed this, I'm sorry. But I did my best to make sure I got everybody. 300 people is a lot of people to track down. Inside, because we all want to know what's inside, when you opened it up, it has a ring, and it has like a little pendant, and this one says enough. All of them had a little bit of a different wording though. And then it has, she made floss drops with little hearts. And this one says, celebrating the big 5-0. Another year down, but a lot more to come. Happy birthday to me. Start what you want to start, stitch what you want to stitch, which is Samantha and I's kind of tagline on our videos, which is really cool. And then she put in here, follow me on FlossTube at craftaddictk.com or craftaddictk, and my Gmail account, craftaddictk@gmail.com. So I thought that was really cool, but she didn't stop there. So when you're 50, in the United States anyway, decorating in black is a thing. So she threw in a skein of 310. So I apologize for anybody that was looking for 310 that was sold out. It was probably her that got it. She also, I'm going to try and do it this way. She did a needle minder that is a birthday cake with candles. I'm trying to make it so you can see it easy. And it has a little gem attached to it. So if I turn it sideways, you can kind of see. It says happy birthday, and then it has a little gem, and I think it was more she was worried about losing. It would get lost, so. And then, no, it's not done there either. She put in a envelope, and inside this envelope is a petite John James needle. So, it's kind of like your emergency tin if you need it. Should go into your stitching, because you always need 310. You always need some floss drops and some needle minders, and so it's your emergency Altoid kit box. So that was really cool, and we handed that out to everybody, and that was really fun. I gotta say, I had a lot of fun. For being an introverted person, I had a lot of fun.
You introvert, I don't know.
Did you have fun?
Yeah. Although, like, whenever I'd go to back to the hotel to eat, like, food, it would be hard to go back to that big room because of just, like, I have to prepare myself for all the noise because, like, the hotel room's so quiet.
It was really loud. I agree. It was really loud.
Really loud. But, like, whenever you're sitting at your table, if everybody's there, it's not that bad because, like, you're just kind of focused on everybody that's at the table.
Right.
But when everybody's walking around handing out things and you're just kind of chilling there alone, doing your stitches, getting more progress than anybody.
She made sure to let me know how much progress she was making while I was running around socializing and talking.
The amount of times that she would say, okay, I'm just going to sit and stitch, and then not even 5 seconds there, get up and, like, go talk with, like, another 100 people.
It was hard. It was hard because
She's too much of a social butterfly. I don't know she's introverted.
I am. I like being in my little space. I like being in my little hermit hole, and but that's an opportunity you don't get to see people. People would recognize me. They wanted to talk. I wanted to talk. So it was fine. It was fine. So my sister gave me some Mo Silk. As part of my birthday. She also gave me a bag that says 1972 vintage, limited edition, age to perfection. I thought that was kind of cool. And a new pair of scissors, which you can't have too many scissors.
I mean, you got enough scissors to go with frogs now.
Yes. Yeah, scissors and frogs. And then I think she got me the sit and relax, which
Sherry or Cindy?
I think this came from Sherry, I'm pretty sure. It was such a whirlwind. It really was. Cindy, I know, gave me this little tin, and inside of it, she had made, which I think is cool. Oh, wait a minute.
I have one too. I'm special. Ooh, mine's pretty.
She made some thread, what do they call these? They're thread counters, so you can use them to count your threads. You have 2 threads and they're combined with, they're on 2 needles, and they're like yarn needles. They're bigger needles, and you use them to count from one spot, mark your spot, and count across.
Yeah.
Is how you use them. So I thought that was really cool. And trying to move stuff and put stuff in okay. What does yours say?
Dare to dream.
Dare to dream. She also got me 2 pairs of earrings from a local person to her. These ones were needles. You can see them. And these ones are little scissors. So those were birthday gifts. And the person that made those, I believe, is Crafty Kara. Maybe. I think. She made a bag, and I already put a project in it, and I didn't bring it back here. I already used it. Yeah. It's Mary Poppins' bag. That was the one that made the bag, I think. You had it out here earlier. Yeah.
I got Bunny. Oh, wait,
it-
there.
Is it,
Crafty Kara.
yeah, Crafty Kara. So she made these.
Gives me Alice in Wonder vibes.
Right? So the back is rabbits. The inside is little pink bunnies, little project bag, and a little bag with the bunnies inside and the pink rabbits on the outside. So that was cool. vinyl front on both. Okay, give you that. That one's yours. Mine is a Mary Poppins one, and it's really cool, but I put my Mary Poppins project in it. And I already have it in with my whip, so I'll have to show that whenever I do my Mary Poppins. I had a birthday start. We'll talk about that. Let me put that over here.
Wow, that's crazy. I have a birthday start too.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
So the other thing that was going on is people were going around and giving many different things. So these are some mystery silks, and they are from. I thought her name was on here.
I think they said her name was on there, but I think it didn't.
This one does not have her name. No, I'm not seeing her name on them. But they were some mystery silks, and they had a big, like, gallon-sized bag, and they were encouraging people to take some. So I tried to get the when I got to it was golds and greens and browns. So I thought, well, I'll give them a whirl.
I got one that's like a peach and another one that's like cream colored.
Yeah. What does that say? Hand dye.
Hand-dyed fibers.
Fibers.com. Handdyedfibers.com. So, for some silk, your silk needs. So I thought that's kind of cool on a spool like that. They had, this isn't even all of it, but I'm going to show you.
There's so much to the video.
There is lots of floss drops and just tons of things.
Flash drops,
Pens.
needle minders.
So this is what I'm doing. I know people went through and like they have shown all of their stuff. But there is so much stuff, and so this is how I'm gonna do it. If you want to see what everybody gave, there were lots of things. Just an example. We did the floss drops, and this one came from Ozark. Is that Ozark Men's Stitcher?
Yeah, I think so.
jbeasley86@gmail.com. And it has a place for a lot of people were not putting the extra punches in it because not everybody likes the same size holes, number one. Number two, like for me, sometimes I'll use a pretty card like this and not put the holes in it so I can put the information on the project with my floss drop. So it ends up being like a label for your floss ring. So you don't, if it does get separated from your project, at least you know what's on that ring and what it's for. Here, Sheila Miller's. Well, I just love this. I love this frog in the pink, and she's from Florida. Sheila Miller, rip it, rip it, rip it. She gives her Comcast. I'm just, I thought this was really cool. Really cool. Loved it. So anyways, so here's the thing. This was my thoughts. There's so much coming at you from all the StitchCon videos that you're seeing all these. So this is what I'm doing. I'm putting this in my stitching spot, and then when I'm ready to find a new floss tuber or I want to find somebody, each day I'm pulling somebody out and I'm looking at, do they have an Instagram I can follow them on? Do they have a floss tube channel that I can watch, subscribe to, and then share with you when I do my wrap-up videos? So we can learn them together, and I'm gonna call it my StitchCon debut. And it's gonna be a new segment moving into our this year of videos as we do them. So I thank everybody that's exchanged. People that gave, that didn't have anything to exchange. I gave, they gave. I mean, if you came to me, I was throwing stuff at you because I needed space to haul stuff home. I didn't have any room. So
we already knew our car was gonna be full.
Yes, we knew the car was gonna be full. So I hope you're okay with that. That I can share that with you as we go through this year and introduce you to new floss tubers along the way, so it's not so much all at one time. So I'm going to put this down here. I did get, there were people that were exchanging needle minders, and I have some needle minders on here I can show you that I got. This is the one that took the show, I think. So many people have been talking about the YouTube video TV needle minder. I think that's so cool. I did buy the Grinch, and I bought this gnome needle minder. I haven't even taken it out of the wrapping yet. And Stacy's Stitches is passed out. This one says "Quit bitchin', get stitchin'." That little bottle cap one, I thought that was really cool. There was just so many neat ones. Like this is a glass. This is the one I think as far as pretty, and I really like this. It's eye-catching. I don't know. This doesn't give it justice, and it was an exchange with somebody else. It has a button on the back. It's so cool. It's like a piece of glass, like sea glass. It's like iridescent. Anyway, it was cool. Anyways. There was a lady as I was walking around who, as I was passing out things, was like, "Oh, it's your birthday? Here, pick a bag," which was not expected, but was so wonderful that so many people that were sharing and giving of their time, giving of their talents, and so I thought, I got my Samantha's teapots.
I got one that has like.
You didn't bring it in?
My room, I haven't really unpacked my room, but I don't know where
So on
it's
our
at.
next video, we'll have Samantha's StitchCon experience.
I have, my bag has like skeleton mermaids on it.
And it's got a scissor fob with a little sewing machine. So I thought that was really cool. And it says happy day. So yeah, I was, pleasantly surprised. It doesn't have a name on it. And I remember what she looked
I
like.
think didn't they have a card in the bag?
There wasn't a card in this one, so I'm not sure. Another person had the same name as the Cindy at our table. I'm talking same first name, same last name. They were the same age. They were born like a month apart or something. It was crazy freaky. But somehow or another, they met each other. And I don't know the story behind that. But she wanted to give me a bag. She had extra she had made for her table mates. And she wanted to give me one as well and share with my table mates. And so she came in and gave some to the people that were at my table. And this is really neat. It is snowman, little bag, right? But it has snaps. For the inside has the felt. It has the little needle holder. But you can put your orts on here or your leftover threads on there, and it'll hold it very well. It snaps closed. It has little snap closures. It also has a zipper in the front, and it has, not only does it have the vinyl pocket, so you can see my hands are in here, it also has another pocket in between the vinyl.
Yeah.
So it's behind, so there's like two pockets in that. See? And so neat and interesting and pretty. I just loved it. High quality. I'm talking, this is stiff. Like, it's stiff. I asked her if she sold them because I would certainly be happy to buy some more. But no, she just, something she did for the people at her table. I wish I had this talent. I don't. So I do thank you, Cindy, the other Cindy at the retreat. And this was, they had a bag of these that you could pick from. And this is from Stitch Etc. And here is their information if you're interested. I did see a lot of these that came in a little cellophane wrap. I chose a nautical theme, but it's on a hoop, little ort container. And I saw a lot of people had these on like their Holt, like the metal book holder. They had like a needle minder inside that was magnetizing it to that, so they had a place to put their orts. I thought that was really cool, and I've been anxious to use this in my own little stitching corner. So there was that. I'm kind of working my way along. Samantha, I know. You just speak up if you need to jump in here. God bless you. Bless you.
Thanks.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I got, some people were handing out stickers, and I got the little stickers. Love that. The other thing that one of the girls was giving away, it's Gina from Hanging by a Thread. If you haven't watched her, check her out. She was there. I was so excited to see her. We had talked on Zoom. I don't think we've ever been to a retreat together. And she was there with her husband. And her husband was working on the Walk Through the Highlands.
Oh.
And I've restarted that twice. And he's done with his now.
You sure it's the 3 times?
I don't know, but he's done with his now. It was there on the table, showing it off.
The brag table was stretched.
The brag table
all
was a lot.
across the front and side, and it was even in the back now.
It was a lot, but she had brought cheese boards. She had gotten these.
I got one with square.
Yeah, she had round ones and square ones, and she gave me one of these. So there will be a happy finish on this soon. It may hang on the wall. So thank you very much for that, Gina. She also gave me, and when we get to it, I'll point it out, but it was a pattern that I've been wanting to get and hadn't gotten yet. And she was going to put it on the Freebie table, and she asked me if I was interested in it, and of course I snagged it right up. So there's that. Okay. So, are you done blowing kisses? We did the Smalls Exchange. I did the Smalls Exchange. Samantha opted not to do the Smalls Exchange this year.
Yeah.
And I was an awful person when it came to the Smalls Exchange. It was the last day. So it was Saturday night, the last exchange, and I was the last one to the table. So I got the very last bag, which was fine. But everybody was such a hurry to bring all their stuff up. I remember meeting my person. I remember her taking a picture with me and her in the exchange. I took a picture with my person, but I didn't take it with my phone. It was very confusing, very overwhelming, and I feel like I might have done a disservice to this person. So I am going to tell Holly that, number one, I love your Smalls Exchange, and it was perfect. And I think I said that, but it was so crazy, and I was so overwhelmed with so many people trying to bring up the smalls that they got to put on the table, trying to find the person that got their smalls, trying to get your picture taken and to talk with them. It was just a lot. And then I had people talking to me because they recognized me from my videos. So I was really getting overwhelmed. So Holly, I briefly heard an apology somewhere from somebody, and I don't know if it was from you or if it was somebody else, but there is no apologies ever when it comes to a Smalls Exchange, and I will tell you why. And I'll do video here of the smalls if I can get it to work. There is a whole lot of extras that people were giving with their Smalls Exchange because, number one, the reason why they do that is they don't feel like their smalls is enough and that somebody's not going to love it. Number two, what I've realized is people were picking bags and they were fit for the person that got them, if that makes sense. Like the one that I gave away, the person told me she picked my bag because she was hoping for something just a little bit snarky, and that's exactly what she got. I did, my exchange was a change in latitude will change my attitude. And it has the stork on it. And I will insert a picture here of my exchange that I gave, as well as a 31 bag that was full of stuff. And I don't even know if I have a picture of that, but it was full of stuff. Because I didn't feel like mine was enough. That's as stitchers, we always, like, who looks and goes, dang, that's nice. I made that.
would you say it like that?
Right? Seriously.
Dang, that
It's-
looks
you-
nice.
Right? Dang. You always pick out like all the, like my cross didn't cross right and da da da, my stitches aren't flat and blah. You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. You took time and effort to put in a smalls exchange and participate and share your time and love of stitching with somebody else.
That's enough.
That is absolutely enough. You shouldn't need to have all the extra stuff. So that's what I'm saying there. Now, let me tell you about my exchange that I received from Holly. And I'm not going to say her last name because Holly, Joe from Indiana, you know who you are. And this is beautiful card that came with it telling me about her, which I think was cool. You need to do that when you do an exchange. She also included wildflower seeds for the bees, which is cool. I live by a farm, but the only thing that's out here is corn and hay. There's no flowers really, except dandelions. We grow a lot of those. But this is cool. I know a perfect place to grow this, and so we will be seeding some wildflowers. Away from the house though, because I'm allergic to bees. She also, a notebook, and it's from East of India, and it says on it, out of this world ideas, which is awesome. She also put in embroidery scissors, hemline embroidery scissors, little pink scissors, which you can never have too many scissors, so thank you very much for that. And this is what she stitched for me, and I'm tickled with it. So here it is. It is getting the glare off of it, but you can see if I get in close, they're lily pads. And she framed it, and it's wonderful, and I love it. And I think I heard her apologizing that it was her first StitchCon, first retreat, first exchange. Didn't really know what she was doing. She did a phenomenal job. She did a completely fully finished. Bonus to her, number one, for that. Number two, you know I like my full coverages. I'm always stitching full coverage, and this is 100% full coverage, what she stitched here. And number three, we're stitchers. We're all about the frogs. I don't want to say I collect frogs.
She acquires frogs.
I acquire frogs, all kinds of frogs. Right now my Ort thing beside my stitching spot is a frog. I'll bring it on my next video to show you. So I think this is perfect. And so thank you very much, Holly Joe. And I apologize, I didn't get a picture with us together. I don't know why. It was just, I was overwhelmed. So I apologize if you didn't feel the love that I have for this, but I hope that you watch my video and you will see that I do absolutely love it. It's gorgeous. And you got it, it got to the right person. So thank you for that smalls exchange. That was my smalls exchange. Samantha didn't participate.
I did not participate.
I participated with the freebie table.
A lot. Oh my goodness. So much.
Okay, so
I was better at the freebie table this year than I was the last time we went. I feel like the last time we went, I grew up too much, but this time,
I got a lot.
I can
But you know what?
myself.
I'm not going to show you everything I got. I got a lot. One, things I wanted to stitch. Two, things I thought you may want to stitch. And three, things that I thought would go very well as a prize for the travel group that I'm the admin of. So I had all those things in mind, and I'm just going to show you an example. This was on the smalls table with labels, and it's a short one. I have two long ones. I wanted to try a short one, so you know I like my floss. So I may try that, see if I like it, and if I don't, I'm going to offer it up and pass it along to somebody else. There was a Dimensions full kit, Dream and Wish. This will probably go as a prize. There were all kinds of Blackberry Lane designs. This one is alphabet stitches. Somebody did a make do. There's one, it wasn't a full set, but I got make do with love. I have kindness. there's an alphabet and piece, and they're all like, most of them have fabric. 3 out of 4 of them have the fabric and the floss. So I thought that was cool. That's definitely something that I can offer to a participant or somebody that's in our No New Starts group, or that wants to I'll probably do it as a giveaway. There's daffodil bookmarks. I have a friend who does loves daffodils, so I thought of her. There was fabric. Now I did. There's no shame in my game. Listen, there was 22 count. This is Hardinger fabric. It's what color is this? Dark plum and dusty pink. They're 18 by 20 pieces, so I can do something with this. I may try and dye it and see if I can change the colors. I thought it was something different I could try, been wanting to try. There were some scraps of fabric. This I thought was cute if I wanted to do like a Christmas, if I can do a Christmas alphabet, Christmas down, you know, a Christmas design in white. I thought that would be cool on this. Some bits and pieces of different fabrics. You know, if you're gonna do a small, these little fabrics, don't discount them, because there's something nice about being able to pull fabric and not have to cut off of a big piece, you know, and have a small that you can do on a little scrap fabric, you know, and make something out of it. So I snagged those up. There was a lot of fabric that kept coming out. I did give a friend of mine, Cindy, I gave her a big piece of some fabric, 28 count fabric, that she's going to dye for me and break it down into for 4 of us that were there, so that we all have a little piece of it.
That's just his face.
Let's see. This I thought was cute. Little snowman. There was magazines.
I gave you that.
You did. Cross cricket collection, the cricket collection, some numbers. There were sheep and flowers, and I thought, you know, those are kind of cute. I don't know. Cross stitch, the magic of Christmas. Happily ever after. This is probably one that I'll stitch. It caught my attention. Snow angel. You know, maybe that'll be one that I could put on that. I don't know.
That could be too long.
So, Friends and Stitches, Glad Tidings. I like the words. I was really in a Christmas mood, I noticed, as I was pulling stuff out. Like, I must have gravitated towards that. There was somebody that was bringing a lot of, precious moments. Oh my gosh. A lot of precious moment patterns in books. And there's a friend of mine in Australia who always is stitching precious moments. So I did snag some of those so I could see if she had them. And if she didn't, I'm going to send those to her in Australia. And if she does have them, I'm going to offer them up as a prize here. So there were others, but I'm not going to get into all of them. Excuse me. Samantha, you talk for a bit.
Alright. I'll go through my stuff that I kind of got, I suppose. Or not.
Like girls trip 2022, making great memories one stitch at a time.
I got a cup too, but it's not over here.
Okay, sorry. I needed a drink.
Got a kit. 4 seasons.
Well, who'd you get that for?
My boyfriend.
That was on the freebie table.
It's for my, yeah.
He wants, the boyfriend wants to learn how to stitch, so Samantha's going to teach him.
Yeah. And Mom was looking for a boyish type pattern, even though he doesn't really do sports.
My
Puppy, you can't.
It's alright, I got him. No, he's fine. He's trying to sit in between both of our thighs, and we're both on chairs. So,
Do I do the freebie stuff or just do it?
do a couple of the freebie things that you got.
Okay, ooh, okay. I got a magazine.
It's funny, because we took stuff too, and I thought nobody's gonna want this, and I heard somebody else say that nobody's gonna want my stuff, and
I thought that was really
when I went back up, that all the stuff was gone. Like there were bags and reader glasses and magazines and kits and fabric and flosses and patterns galore. Like there were tons. It was 3 big full tables full. And all weekend, every time I'd walk up, I'd see something else that I hadn't seen before. So
put that thing on there.
I got him.
Oh.
He's fine.
I got a lot of little magazine books. And whenever we went back to the hotel, I'd make sure to like doggy ear the patterns I wanted to do.
Do you like magazines as giveaways? Oh, he did that himself. I didn't do that. Do you like magazines as giveaways? Would that be something that would interest you? Just curious. Ask him for a friend. Oh, go get down.
Come on, he wants to go up. Mom saw this and thought of me. She saw some birds.
Oh, the Steeler birds. I hope you stitch that.
I will.
I really like that. I think that's a good thing.
Got free patterns. I got this one. That's like kitted up already. Has the 4 seasons on it.
I was really surprised at that too. I shouldn't have been, but I was. Somebody had Maggie's minders up there, and I grabbed both purple and the pink because it's not a size I have, and they had 4 of each. So I don't know if you don't know her, check her out. MaggiesMinders.com. She has an Etsy shop, Maggie's Minders, and she does have the elastic to help you with your scroll frames to keep tension, side tension. I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm just kind of interjecting.
Wasn't sure. I got these. I really like this one. It's the geese. Goose.
The geeses are coming back, ladies. They're coming
And it's a
back.
Christmas one.
And Donna White, I don't know if she has a channel or not. That's cool. But she was giving these strawberry tomato things and tomato floss drops that I think are really super cool.
I really like this turtle that was in there.
Oh, that's pretty. Turtley awesome. Oh, that's pretty. Those are some pretty colors. Turtles are big, you know. Just saying. Our friends from Grace Notes Fabrics had given our table some little surprise package. We didn't know what it was until you got your package, but it has a little piece of fabric in it for nice little smalls. There was a pair of scissors.
I'm shoving this pattern in here because I really want to do that one at some point. She's like a little witch or something. She's making a cloud, water her sunflower.
Band-aids because somebody poked themselves with a needle at the retreat we were with, and we said you should always have band-aids just in case. And that's Grace Notes Fabrics. And a highlighter, which I needed an orange highlighter. I need to leave that out. And needle. I like these test tubes for needles. It really does help. And there's a couple in here of needles. It helps to keep them from poking you.
Oh, I have a magazine of snowmen too. I think they're cute. I like snow.
Alright.
Anyway, that's enough of my freebie stuff. Besides like the actual pattern stuff that they have.
Okay. One of the things that they gave was a make and take, and I didn't put mine together. So I'll put it in, and it's, the word I got was blessed. But it goes on a ring. It's supposed to go with like the Stitchy bus that they gave the first year, and each year since then, they include a year. This year, it's little scissors, a little word that says blessed, and the year 2022. And it's got the alligator clips. You can make it into a zipper pull key ring. I haven't made mine yet. It took me almost 2 years to make the last one.
I still haven't made mine.
So, but I'll keep all the parts and pieces together, so whenever I do get to it, I'll be able to. That's their make and take they gave out on Sunday. So, the other thing my sister did, which I thought was kind of cool, was that, and we didn't have 300 of these, they're a little bit more expensive, but a local person made this for us, and it says Girls Trip 2022, Making Memories One Stitch at a Time. It holds 24 flosses for a floss drop, and it looks like a hoop, and I thought that was really cool. I did give it to a couple of people that I saw, that I thought would appreciate that. Not that everybody wouldn't appreciate that, but I did see them. I tried to find one of my travelers, but I think she had already left by the time I knew we had some of those that I could give out. So,
No.
oh, so I know this feels like, hey, we got this, we got this, we got this. It's because birthday happened, and remember I said before we left we did some exchanges, so I have a bucket with my name on it, and in the bucket came these with my name on it. Oops, sorry, upside down. My name on it.
Like, that looks weird.
And there's another one that says love the journey, and this is hand-dyed cotton floss.
Sorry.
From our friend Cindy,
I got one too.
and they all have a name and a tag, and she dyed these. They are beautiful. They are cotton. I said, these are cotton, but the variegation is phenomenal. By the time the week was out, we have convinced her to create her own business. So when she's ready to release that, I will share that information with you. But you know what? If you're tired of getting variegated floss that has no variegation, she's your girl. My sister has stitched up some things already with floss that she has dyed for her, and it is phenomenal. It looks like a shingle roof, looks like a shingled roof. It was fantastic. I mean, I'm excited to stitch with these. Look, Dirty Old Shingles is the name of this one. I'm really excited to stitch with these and try them out. So that was one of my gifts, and when she decides that I know what her business name is going to be, and I know that she is doing some dyeing, so when she is ready, she also has a full-time real life job, so when she's ready, I will share with you guys and tell you how to order your own if you're interested. But to me, what strikes me the most is these are dyed like silk. Like, they're cotton, but they look like silk dyes. So, because of the variegation. That's my takeaway with that. There was straws. There's an Ort for Ort's 2022. There's a bag that says do all the things, and inside the bag is, lo and behold, look at this. Really pretty more gloss. She is stitching, and I know she's using this one for a Christmas snowflakes on a white fabric, and this just pops. It's gorgeous. So I had asked her to dye me one a while ago when I saw hers, because I said, oh, I gotta stitch that now. You know, FOMO's a thing. And look at how beautiful is that? I mean, just stunning. No name on this one, but stunning.
Your favorite color is purple. Not Mom's, but Cindy.
Yeah, Cindy's favorite color is purple. So, all right. There's some tweezers. Remember I said about the frogs? I acquire them.
Oh, salt.
So they're salt and pepper shakers, but they're little frogs. Wouldn't that look cute next to my lily pad though? That's just the right size. I'll have to do a picture up for that. That's cool. There is a pen with a, little stylus on the end. Cards, promises from God, some electrical tape to take me all together. And needle minders. The girl made me, this is from Cindy. I mean, chock full of needle minders. I have one that says, because nice matters. These were for my birthday. They're kind of sticking together. There's a cactus, a red cross. There's a heart. Oh, you don't have to edit all this.
It's an hour and 19 minutes long.
That's the second time our camera has shut down. So
Mom
this is
talks
getting,
too much.
It's getting long. Candy cane, fish, another heart, heart and a shamrock.
We haven't even gotten to our stitchy stuff.
I know. Look at that butterfly. Isn't that pretty? Butterfly.
I put my butterfly in my other room.
Starfish. So, yes, outdone, to say the least, completely over the top, because that's what these girls do. My brain just doesn't think that way. I keep saying that, and nobody listens to me, but it doesn't think this way. So, thank you very much, Cindy. I thanked you in person, but, I went through them rather quickly on the video, and I do appreciate it. So maybe you'll be putting some needle minders on your new business adventure as well. All right, so let's talk stitching, because it's an hour in. We have not shared not a lick of stitching.
Still got my keepsake patterns.
All right,
I can hold off if you want. I'm just putting it on.
all right, let's do stitching first.
All right. Getting stuff out later.
All right,
Flagger.
so
Flagger.
another birthday present from Garon Studio, my sister got me, was these cupcakes, scroll rod covers, a happy birthday project bag. She apparently planned this a year ago with cupcakes on the inside.
Excuse me.
And sorry. And a scroll rod cover. This one's a little bit longer than the scrolls I had for my project for my birthday start, but I wanted to show you my birthday start. So I said I was going to start something on my birthday, and I did. I had to take it apart.
We had Aunt Sherry's birthday and your birthday.
I got happy birthday project scroll rod covers. I had to take it apart so it could fit in my travel. This is on my Easy American scroll frame, and this is what I got to show for it. What I'm trying is the Royal Row method, so I'm gonna try and work all the way across. And there's a happy birthday needle minder.
So like only
birthday
the
cake.
first block you're moving on?
Yeah. So I'm doing the first block all the way across.
Wow, that is pure determination.
And then the premise is if it's in the block below it, you park it down there, and if it's not, you end it. So, I don't know. I want to try it. She does hers 2 blocks deep, but I was just trying to do the one. So that is my birthday start, and it is on Gecko Rouge, and it's a Tom Fedro kit, and it's Mrs. Brightside. So, alright. And in that, I'm gonna step out here a second. This is the, I know, it's a lot. This is the scroll rod covers. And it has happy birthday on the outside and cupcakes on the inside. And it will get used, even though it's too big for my current birthday project, it will get used for another wonderful project because I have big scrolls. And I cannot lie. Alright, I'm gonna have Samantha show you some things. I need to scoot past you. While I was there in my Vicky stitch and button bag that I got from my friend Laurel. It has little campers. It did travel with me. I really like this bag. And I didn't bring the pattern, or I didn't bring the original in here. I'll insert a picture, but it is called Grab Life. And it is by, I think it's Hands-On Design. I would look. But I made a mistake, regardless.
Yeah.
So,
Funny
here's the
thing.
project. Yeah, funny thing, here's my project, here's the problem. The pink is supposed to be on the crap. Instead, it's brown. So there's that.
She used the wrong color for part of the sign.
And I don't know that I want to tear it out or just switch things up. So I'm putting it back. Samantha,
Yeah.
you show what you're working on.
Oh, puppy, no. Well, I'll just show my parchment tapestry, I suppose. When I worked on my parchment tapestry, that's what it's supposed to look like. And sorry, it's all wrinkled up and stuff, but that's what I got so far. While on vacation / StitchCon getaway, I finished up that flower because it was like mostly done. I just didn't finish it. I only had a little bit left. I started and finished that flower, and then I worked on this one whenever I got back from vacation. And I'm so close to being done. I'm like, would you consider that halfway? I think I would consider that halfway. It's close enough. It makes the cut for me. I like it. I can only work on little spurts though. Or else I'll get like bored of it. Not bored. You know. I started a project for Mom's birthday, and since I'm so awesome, I got it finished too. It was very much a last minute decision to have it started. So we went to Hobby Lobby at some point and we got it. I got floss and this piece of fabric for it from Hobby Lobby. And I have it all folded up nice in a room. It's just a little tiny thing, little tiny freebie I got on Monday from the Keepsakes. And it says, Stitcher's gonna stitch. And I try to make it look like me because the pattern used like different threads or something. But Stitcher's gonna stitch. I used variegated threads for the words, and the skirt is a variegated yellow goldish color. And I tried to like do it in a circle so it looked like a skirt, not just like a weird thing.
Oh, you showing your finish?
Yeah. Poppy, get down.
He's so creaky.
Ring the bell.
This was a start and a finish at StitchCon. And that was a free pattern that we found at Keepsakes. They had patterns hidden within patterns, so you would have to be leafing through and all of a sudden you'd find a free pattern inside. They had them all over every nook and cranny.
It's a little one. I was thinking I could put on like a deck of cards, or Mom said an Altoid can or something.
Yeah, it sure, I bet you it would fit on that black Altoid can. Stitcher's gonna stitch, love it. Oh, and for finish, yay! Did you show that?
No, I wasn't sure if I should have waited or not. You're taking sweet old time.
Sorry, go ahead.
I finished Seize the Day, finally. Dang, once again, it is all wrinkly, but it's fine. I changed the year to 2022. The flag is longer than it should be because it was supposed to be finished in 2019, but we're not going to talk about that part because it's finished. And everything has a smiley face and is all happy and stuff.
So this was a Caterpillar cross stitch mystery stitch along that Samantha and I both did.
And I plowed through it. I worked on it for the majority of vacation so I could get it done and look at it now in all its glory. Wow.
And it does need ironed, and we are going to fully finish that once Samantha decides how she wants to fully finish it. I think it would look great with some beach fabric and make it into a wall hanging. Like frame it out with some beach type, water type, swim type stuff, and then make it a wall hanging.
It's done. Look at all that. Wow.
Congratulations. Another bell ringing. Happy finishes, everyone. That's what Pam and Steph say. They did have the bell there, and Samantha rang the bell on both of these, and I will insert those videos in here as well.
I had to ring the bell twice because everybody at the table rang the bell.
All right, Samantha.
Somebody over here. I'm not gonna say names or anything, but it's pretty obvious.
Well, while we were at Keepsakes on Monday, I fell in love with a model that was behind the register, which was Prairie Schoolers All You Can Eat. And it was actually this design that was behind the register that I fell in love with. So, of course, I had to get the pattern. Well, then if I'm going to get the pattern, I needed something to start on my sister's birthday. So her birthday was June 8th, and so I kitted all three up while I was there. And I finished one after I came back. So I started, and this is another one of my sister's gifts for me. And it says, Stitcher's gonna,
Stitch this, Stitchers.
yeah. And something else in front of it is crossed out. But you can read it if you want. You can see it. Anyways, this pattern only has, I think, 12 colors. So I have those 12 colors on this side, and it corresponds on this number on this side if I had some floss left as I was stitching it with that colored floss. So I'd use that first the next time. Anyways, so I have a start and a finish, and I thought that I did this on the wrong fabric. I verified my fabric 3 times because I did buy for all 3. I could do this again on the same piece of fabric. So I completely overshot my fabric, but it is not the called for fabric. I did this on a blue, I think it's a Picture This Plus Sky. I think it's something that they had at Keepsakes. It needs ironed, it needs fully finished, but you can see, and it says, better a small fish than an empty dish. And I stitched this while at StitchCon. I started it on the 8th of June for my sister's birthday. the day before StitchCon and worked on it throughout StitchCon and I got the bird, and then I had to finish this lower portion whenever I got home. So,
Yeah.
do I get a bell ring? Okay. Alright, that's enough. People have their headphones on. They don't want to listen to that. Alright. And that is in my bag that I won from Jen, 24-hour cross stitch back in 2018 or 19, whenever we went to StitchCon before. So, and I will keep all of that in here so I can show that on our wrap-up video, because not everybody will watch this, I understand.
It is gonna be a very long.
It is a long video. Alright, so let's talk about haul. You ready for haul?
I got patterns.
Okay.
I have patterns. I bought things, people.
So
The
while I was
cheapskate
there,
bought something.
the cheapskate bought something. I got all the DMC floss to go with the Prairie Schooler, and here is all the fabric that I got that's already, because we went on Monday, they would cut to size. So I have each of them is labeled with what project should be going on it, and I will be starting another one of those soon, because I do want to do all three, and I want to hang them in my kitchen. So my house is mostly done with wildlife, fish, moose, bear. That is kind of the motif, if you will. So it was kind of nice having something that wasn't a full coverage to stitch on for, something different. But of course, while I was there, I saw this fabric. They had a piece of it, and it is 28 count Queen Anne lace, and it felt different. I have a piece of Queen Anne lace, but this one felt different, more stiff. I don't know. It's not as soft. It was just a scrap piece that they had, and I said, I'll take it. I'm going to put something on here. I don't know what. But I'm thinking that some of the patterns that I got from the freebie table with some of the flosses that I got from my friend Cindy will look good on this to do some smaller, maybe some projects or gifts. So, okay, what else did you get?
I got patterns. I have, what is this? A Well-Dressed Man by Cricket Collection. I got from Keepsakes. I thought it was really cute.
And these are ones you bought, right?
I have a job, so yeah. I got Bloomin' Hens. They had a, also from Keepsake, but Teresa Kogut.
I like Teresa Kogut. I really like her designs.
I really like the picture, the model picture thing they had.
That's where they get you, the models.
They
You
look
see them and
so pretty. I got Signs of Spring by the Prairie Schooler. Bunch of little things. I thought it was cute. I like them. Nice little small things. I got Repeat the Sounding Joy by Kathy Bear.
Kathy Bear.
It's a biggin'.
And Cindy is going to give us some hand-dyed black for the swan to give it some variegation, so that'll be really cool.
I don't know what I'm gonna. See, I get these patterns, but I don't really have like an idea of fabric. I don't have a fabric stash of big chunks of fabric, but I know something does.
Yeah, I was going to say, you know somebody.
And then, oh, there's another one. Wow, no wonder I like them so much.
Like,
I got a Quaker Dwelling. I got it from the Annex. It was also by Kathy Barrick. And they also had a model picture. And Mom saw it and was like, ooh, that's a lot of bricks. But I thought it was really pretty. I don't know if I'd do it in the same color.
the model is stunning, and I liked it. I would do that in the Quakers, but when I saw those bricks, that was a deterrent for me.
I don't know, if you do like a handful of bricks and you do a little bit of the Quaker, move around a bit.
I don't know. I'm doing Seeking Refuge right now, and that's got a lot of bricks, and I don't know. houses are not my favorite.
And then I got My House in the Garden.
My Home in the Garden.
My Home in the Garden by Liz Matthews. My Home in the Garden. Also from the Annex. I saw it and I was like, that looks so bright and springy. It looks so cute. I want to do it. And so I got it.
Alright.
And those are all my patterns. That is my haul. I know I got like some scrap fabric from a bin in Keepsakes, but I don't have those with me. And also, they're just like little tiny pieces, like cream colors.
Alright.
Nothing crazy.
I went shopping at Keepsakes. I got a chart clip because I bought like 6 of these last time we went, and I either broke them or gave them away. So I needed another one, so I picked up one. They are nice, but the problem is I was trying to crank things around into different places and I would snap that piece off. So I've learned I'll be more careful. I also got Country Cottage, Land That I Love. This model was there, the model got me. I would not buy this based off of the picture because the colors just don't cry out to me, but the colors on the model did. So I will be adjusting that. I picked up Winter ABCs by Little House Needleworks. I have spring, autumn I finished. EJ from Sunshine Stitcher sent me her spring, and so I thought, well, I gotta have winter, so I picked up winter. And then I've been watching Sheila with Sunshine Stitchers, and she did Traveling Stitcher, and they had this set up there, and I had to do it, so I will be doing this Traveling Stitcher, and this is by Little House Needleworks as well. It has a Project Keeper and a needle book. The patterns for both of them are included. This did not come as a kit, it is just the pattern, so I'll make my own kit up. And Little House Needleworks again, Lakeside Lodge called to me because my house is in Bears and it says Lakeside Lodge, Bears and Cabins. My Coffee Bird, this is by Heart and Hand. I thought that this may be small enough to go in that coffee teapot that I showed you at the beginning of the video. If not, I will find something else to do on.
I really like those bird patterns.
Yeah, they're cute and they look simple and easy. This is Have Faith in Flakes. It's a Myrtle Grace motif. I thought it was neat because it's actually inside one of those Altoid tins. And I thought, that could have potential to be a great gift idea. So, that's why I got, and it says Believe. And I really like work basket, and Samantha has really sold me even more so on the work baskets. Plus, knowing the floss that Cindy has dyed, that I'll get the great variegation, I couldn't pass these up. So I got this one from Keepsakes. It's a squirrel and the nut, or the acorn. There we go. And it's Quaker acorn and squirrel.
I like how they got the acorns inside the school.
And the other is a work basket. It's Maritime Quakers, and this was as a model stitch as well. And Rachel is all into the nautical, and I thought this would be an easy stitch. So I got the fabric to do these on, and now that I'm back home with the floss that Cindy had made for me, I am going to use some of these for stitching these. So I just have to play around and see which way I want to go. But these will be for my daughter Rachel. When I get them finished, I think she'll like them. At least I hope so. So that was my Keepsakes haul. Then we went to the Annex. So that was a Monday haul with my, parent schooler. Then we went to the Annex, and I decided I needed a 6x6 Q-snap. Because I've been getting ornament size things from the Freebie table and Christmas ornaments, and when I went to the Annex I got a lot of Christmas stuff, and I thought I don't think I have any small Q-snaps. One of the girls at our table, Teresa, was using a 6x6 Q-snap, and it looked like the right size, so I snagged one, so I'll have one.
Oh, I forgot. I ordered me some hoops. I saw Hannah Dowling using some of these like yellow, like spring. I don't remember the name of it. It was like a spring hoop. It was like the Q-snap of embroidery hoops.
And it's coming from Lithuania. So
I won't see it for who knows how long, at least a month. But I think it'll be worth it. It'll be cool. Really interesting.
So, some things I got from the, remember, it was my birthday. So, no judgment.
Slight judgment. That's okay.
It was my birthday.
Oh, that's cute. I like that.
Okay. So,
I like that.
I know. Again,
Oh.
it was my birthday. Look at all those, she says. All right. So,
I like that.
I didn't get keepsake the first year we went, and I kind of regretted not doing that. Samantha got the little 310 ort collector, and I really didn't get anything. So this time I noticed that they had floss cards for sale. Not that I needed any more floss drops, but they were selling them, and I thought it would at least be a memory piece for me to have. So this is a Sue Hillis design. It is of the actual Keepsake store, and it has their information on the back, as well as 310, the cat, as a floss drop. So, and it's got their information on the back for Instagram, to email them, to call them, place your order here now. But I thought, can you work on putting those back in those bags? I thought that that would be something I would utilize, so I got that. I also got Saltwater Scrapbook Part 2 from Lindy Stitches. It was there. One of her trunk shows was there. Lydia from Lydia's Leisurely Stitching was sitting with me at our table, and she is doing this as a stitch along, and I decided to join her in doing this. I'm going to do it, I think, as one piece. I saw it there as one piece, but I didn't have part 1, so they're ordering it for me, so when I get it I will figure out what I'm going to do. So I need to email them about that. The other thing I got, remember I told you I was all about the Christmas this time. Jordan Nicole, little stitch girl, was there, and I bought some of her patterns. This is the gift tags for Rudolph. I wish that the other ones were there, but they were sold out or they weren't there. So I couldn't get the other one. So if I stitch these, then maybe I'll get those. And this may look nice on that Queen Anne lace that I had out earlier. I'll have to check it out because she put them on a gray. I could do a gray. I got Primrose White Christmas 2022. They look like little snow globes. And this is from designed by Katie Rogers, and it's from Primrose Cottage Stitches. Roveris did in my pocketbook because I did. Roveris was there. I was in a class with Roveris. I was really excited. I saw all of their models sitting there, and I just fell in love. And they're all nautical, and as you know, Rachel's all into the nautical, so I was thinking of her, and I got some to do. Her patterns are fairly simple to stitch. They're typically all full cross. I don't know that she does do some back stitch. This is the summer set, and it's got a little ship add-on to it. Happiness is walking at the beach. This has got a couple of little accoutrements, I think is what they call that. Roveris, this one is C. I really went all kind of nautical for a while.
A little bit of favoritism.
A little bit. Snazzy Smalls Christmas. I was looking for little Christmas smalls I could stitch for my staff. So those will get started soon. I have a spot in my repertoire of things. I got Be Nice from Primrose Stitches. Be Nice or Buzz Off. I thought that was cute. I actually got this as a gift for a friend as well, so maybe she will stitch it with me. I got Bumblebee Kisses by Primrose Cottage. I just thought they made a really quick stitch and that would make a really cute pillow. I got JBW Designs Little Red Sleds. I was looking for little things for hanging like on a Christmas tree. This is Bent Creek, Look for the Beauty. And it says look for the beauty in everything. And the house got me. Yeah. It's got little buttons, but the house got me. I had to stitch it. If I only stitched the house, I would have fun with this. So one of the travelers is going to be stitching this, and I said, oh, maybe I'll join you for a stitch along. So I just got to figure out my measurements and to see if I have a spot available, but I think I could stitch that up pretty quick. So that's probably a potential start this year. I got Educated.
I like that one.
I thought you might like that one. I got Redbird Sampler by Bent Creek. And I gotta tell you, it was the models that were getting me, and plus the fact that people were so giving for my birthday, that my family, that I was able to go and do some extra shopping I wouldn't probably normally do. This is, I have one of my staff that is all about the what do you call it? Halloween and skeletons and creepy stuff. So I saw this and I thought this was kind of cool. It's part of the Gone to a Better Place series, and this is Land of the Dead, and it's by Kirklewood Crossings. And I just thought it was kind of neat, something she would like and probably could hang at her desk. I was thinking of people I work with and what they like. I did get this one from Cross Stitch. I had my little shopper person pick this up for me. Just one chicken short of crazy. My boss has chickens, and she brings eggs in for the nurses. But we're always teasing her that when the apocalypse happens, we're coming up to get her chickens. So we also got to meet Little Stitch Girl, and I picked up a couple of her patterns while I was there. One of them is a sampling of Summer. I liked how it was finished. It called me in, and I asked her and her mom to sign it. Her mom did the model stitch for this, and she did the design. So it was cool. Like, look, the ants, and summer. Who doesn't love summer?
Minus the heat stroke that is outside.
And I'm telling you, a lot of it was the models that were getting me. Little Stitch Girl, I also got the gift of giving. This was phenomenal. Like, finished and hanging up. And it says, as we gather around the tree, lights aglow for all to see, Christmas spirit in the air, passing presents wrapped with care. Of all the gifts that have been given, the best gift is the gift of giving. And that is absolutely true. I love this, and I think because of how the pattern is, I can break apart even like the tree into something. I could do Mr. and Mrs. Claus into something, the reindeer into its own ornament, and not do a huge piece. But I plan on doing the huge piece because that was really, really awesome. And the gift tag series, just so you know, she has them on the back. She has 2 Frosty, 2 Rudolph, 2 the elves, and 2 Santa. And they're a little bit different. And I have 2 Rudolph, I believe, is the one I got. So, okay, we're not quite done yet, but we're getting there. Friendship series, Stitching Birds by Luminous Fiber Arts. This was a popular smalls exchange I saw this year. Also, the model did me in again, and this was in the NX, and I don't know, I loved it. It called me. Another one designed by Misty Purcell with Luminous Fiber Arts is Jingle Jolly Joy, and I thought I would break those into 3 different ornaments. Again, I'm trying to think of gifts for my staff, and things I can hang on my own tree that would be a quick stitch, and one after the other I can tissue box those and still be in accordance with my No New Starts group. So very exciting. She's coming out with a Halloweeny one too, and she indicated there may be more, kind of under the same kind of feel. So she has one coming out in July, I believe. The other one I picked up is by Primrose Cottage. Again, Snow Friends. This design is by Katie Rogers, and I just thought it was adorable. So there it is as a pillow. On the back, it is framed. Let it snow. It was just gonna stitch it. And the last thing I got from the annex is a Jan Hicks Creates pattern. And I was one of the people that went to Jan and said, "Would you please have my pattern? Because I'm totally fangirling you." And she was humble and gracious enough to stop what she was doing to do that for me. And it was What is a Home? And this is the pattern. This any justice, but it is a beautiful pattern, and I saw it and decided I needed to have that. So I mentioned that there was also a mystery shopper that you could do. Basically, Susan Coates is there. She's one of the staff at Keepsakes. She's awesome. She's great with floss. She's great with color conversions. She's great with helping you pick out patterns that you may like. Very, very knowledgeable, very, very nice. Well, my sister took her birthday money and gave it to Susan, and said, "This is what I like. Surprise me. I have no stash. You're not gonna, surprise me." Hit it the nail on the head, in my opinion, and what my sister got 2 different mystery kits. I thought that was really cool. I was gonna do that. And then, because we asked, like, what happens if you give us something that we already have? And she said, well, then we go back to the drawing board and I try again, which is really cool. And I planned on doing that and got waylaid, and then we ran out of time, so I couldn't do that. So I was back at the annex and happened to notice Milka was returning. She had ordered a pattern. I don't know. I only heard part of the conversation. Anyway, there was some miscommunication that happened. And there was 2 patterns that was named the same name, but they were different patterns. So they had brought from the shop the one that was not the one that she wanted. So they were gonna refurnish her money, and they were gonna put this back into the shop. And so since I overheard it, I said, well, wait a minute, can I see what it is? I may be interested, because I wanted to do a mystery, and if it was something I liked, then win-win for me and a win-win for Milka, because she can get what she wanted and they don't have to restock it. It's already been done. So I got it. So it is, drum roll, With Thy Needle and Thread, and it is Seasons of the Heart, Spring into the Summer. This has all 4 seasons. So I'm going to show you this way. It has all 4 seasons: autumn, spring, summer, and winter. All the patterns are in here. Did I say autumn?
Probably.
I don't think I did. Autumn and winter?
Spring, summer, autumn, winter.
Okay, I did. Okay, so it has all the patterns in here. It even has the words you can cut out for finishing. And so I picked that up. Part of it as well, she had pulled the flosses to do the patriotic one, summer. So she pulled the flosses to do summer. So I was like, okay, I'll take those 2. All the called for flosses. Look, well, one of them kind of fell out of the thing, but she has them all tied up in a pretty little bow. And not only that, but she had the fabric pulled, or I got the fabric. I can't remember. I might have picked up the fabric.
It's been so long.
This is a 28 count vanilla cream from Atomic Ranch Fabrics. This was in the annex, and I had not heard of them before, so I thought I would get a piece of their fabric. And then I thought, well, you know, if I'm gonna go with that, I might need some other fabric as well. So I started looking, and I got a 32 count Lugana, and it's antique white. It's a pretty big piece. It's not, it's white, because I couldn't decide what I was doing.
It is white, yeah.
And it's from Atomic Ranch Farms, but I don't remember why I got this, other than I saw it there, and it was 32 count, and I hadn't gotten any fabric, and, you know, who knows? I'm sure somebody here who needs a big piece of fabric will be looking for a big piece of fabric, so maybe. So anyways, so I got those to do those on. So I don't know if this is going to be a big enough piece to do all 4 patterns, but wouldn't it be cool if it was? Because if it is, I will do all 4 on here and go from there. All right, that is the end of all my haul,
Is that the
except
end?
for one. This was framed and sitting there with the patterns, and I thought it was cross-stitched. So I bought this thinking that it was a cross-stitch pattern. And when I get back to the room, because I thought, oh, I'll pull one of those out and see how big the patterns are. They aren't patterns, they're actually stickers. So I got stickers. But I have stitched this one before. That was in a magazine. I think that was in Primitive Needle and Punch Needle Primitive magazine. Anyway,
A little disappointed.
I was a little disappointed by that. Oh, some things that didn't make it to the freebie table. This is the pattern from Gina that she has, Emily's House. This is one that I've been wanting. I've been watching people stitch. I've been wanting to stitch it. I didn't get it. I wished I would have gotten it when it came out. She said, do you know anybody that wants this? Absolutely. I will take that right off your hand. So I'm excited to stitch that one.
Order on it.
And no, it's pretty in it. And then Lydia from Lydia's Leisurely Stitching was at our table, and she pulled out stuff that she was going to put on the freebie table, and so I gave everybody else the opportunity first, and if they weren't interested, I snagged them up. So I think this is one that she had brought, Scary Mouse.
I don't remember that being in the stack.
Yep. And then Lindy stitches her beach dance, the blue boobies. Blue-footed boobies. So I don't know that I will stitch them. I may stitch them. I'm debating. I may use this as a giveaway. So when I decide, I'll decide. When I decide. Lydia brought me for our No New Starts group, because she's a member of the No New Starts group, a gold collection petite to give away. So this will go in the giveaway she gave me. I don't want to forget that. We all got a StitchCon embossed book with a pen and a stylus, notebook. Remember our last notebook, StitchCon notebook, we use as our video notes that we use when we're doing videos, but of course we didn't do any notes today. We wanted this impromptu and we got very wordy. So, and the StitchCon infamous canvas StitchCon bag. Nice size, not too big, not too small. Nice size to put some like stuff in. So that is all the stuff. It's a lot of stuff.
All of the things.
Yeah, quit playing with this.
Sorry.
A lot of stuff, all the things, and would I do it again? Absolutely. Did I spend a lot of money? Absolutely. Was it my 50th birthday? Absolutely. And was it worth it? Absolutely. How about you?
Yeah.
Just yeah.
It wasn't my 50th birthday, but
Did you have fun?
yeah.
Are you glad you went?
Yeah.
What would you tell somebody who has just gotten into StitchCon for next year? What would be your advice?
Bring some earbuds. Just in case. Also, I don't know.
I'm a pongo.
I wouldn't rely on the concession stand too much because it closes down if it's not busy. And also, I don't know. Starbucks.
Yeah, we did a lot of trips
We
to
did
Starbucks.
a lot of trips to Starbucks, but I don't regret any of those trips.
Yeah, we did a lot of trips to Starbucks. We did eat at a place called, was it the Grey Goose?
Blue
Blue
Goose.
Goose.
That was
Blue
good.
Goose. That was good. That was good. Like, yeah, it was really good.
I feel like a lot of
So-
places were a bit.
So yeah, listen, there's a lot of videos out there, and I'm glad you took the time to watch ours. I'm going to put in here anything that's left just because we want to have this memory to look back on as well. I know we talked a lot, we shared a lot. If you were not at StitchCon, go to a retreat. It doesn't have to be a StitchCon retreat.
Honestly,
I gotta tell you.
The smaller groups are kind of more fun.
Yeah.
That's just my personal opinion.
I you know what, I agree. I mean, I had a blast. It was a fantastic time. But I don't think my focus was on my stitching at StitchCon.
Oh,
Like when
no,
I
it
go to
was not.
when you go to a smaller retreat, it's more intimate, and you do more stitching. But you're stitching and you're talking, and you're not having to move all over the place to meet the people you want to meet. So
Yeah.
I agree. I think that's a good takeaway. Definitely, if you have an opportunity to meet up with people, they did have a map, which prompted me to post in our group about, find your neighbors. So it was good. It was good.
Yeah.
And I wanted to say to name all the people we met, and you know what, there is just way too many. I wanted to be able to show everything. There's still so much more that we could show, that it's just, the video is getting very, very long.
It's already very, very long.
It is very, very long. So hopefully you got a lot of really good stitching, because I'm gonna have to go and edit and cut out some stuff and try and shorten it.
You might have to make it 2 parts.
And I'm gonna add in some pictures and video here at the end if I haven't already put it in. I'm gonna try and do some music overlay. It may be you're gonna hear all the background noise, and if that's the case, well, just pretend like you're at StitchCon. So until we see you again for our June wrap up, that we'll go over more of our stitching for the month, I want to say thank you. I'm happy to have met all of you that I met, and I am tickled that you have taken the time to join us. And if you've made it this far, my gosh, blessings to you and to all you know, because you have a heart of gold.
You are a trooper.
You're a trooper. We do long videos, but this is a super marathon video. So, how do we end? Start what you want to start. Stitch what you want to stitch.
Start where you want to start.
And stitch what you want to stitch. Bye, everybody.
Yay, Sherry! She ran. She didn't want you to see it. She was like,
Friend made that.
beautiful.
Yeah, she's a clown girl. Can you tell?
obstacle.